you. Thank you. Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to all my friends. Let me play my intro, y'all. Just give me a second.
I know that you are my friend. We can be the best even at bad times. I miss you, you miss me. Oh my gosh, all my friends. All my friends, all my friends, yeah. All my friends, yeah. I miss you, you miss me. Oh my gosh, all my friends. I know that you are my friend. We can be the best even at bad times. I miss you, you miss me. Oh my gosh, all my friends. All my friends, yeah.
I always want to
all my friends, yeah. I miss you, you miss me. Oh my gosh, all my friends. I know that you are
Wagwan.
my friend.
All right,
I
y'all.
miss you, you
Look
miss
at
me.
this. It's
Oh
all
my
my
gosh,
friends
all my
again.
friends.
Episode
All my
14.
friends, yeah. All my
Yeah.
friends, yeah.
Hey,
I
yo.
miss you, you miss
Hey.
me. Oh my
Oh my
gosh,
guys, all my friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Wagwan. I have with me my co-host today, Sienna. She's one of my long friends for a long time. It's been so long, like so long. I don't know how you put up with me this long. Okay. Don't know how you was able to do it, but you know what? All my friends, they deal with me. That's great. That's how it works. That's perfect, and everything has to go. Today, I'm going to go ahead and give my shots out to StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard, for y'all being able to have me get this platform to do everything that I need to do and all this greatness and stuff like that. Also, we have to thank Facebook for letting me stream on you guys. How you doing, Facebook people? Y'all, thank y'all for coming to be watching and all the great stuff. YouTube, we also streaming on YouTube as well. So thank y'all, YouTube and Twitch. Thank you, we on Twitch. Appreciate y'all. Thank you also behind the scenes Instagram. We got that going on over here as well. You know how we do it. So you can check us out on Instagram behind the scenes with your boy. All right. So today's topic is embarrassment and secrets with your friends. Everybody knows, that's the things that we talk about is shit that embarrassed us. Things that we normally won't say to people or that we might feel embarrassed or things that, we try to shy away from because we don't want to get embarrassed by nobody. Those are things that we go to our friends about. And then also we keep secrets with our friends that nobody else needs to know at that time. Like, right. So, co-host, what is an embarrassing moment that you've had that you had to go run and tell your friend about?
Oh, I've had several of them. I think one time I was at a wedding and then Mother Nature came and I had to tell my friend about that. I was just so embarrassed. My family, they seemed to didn't care, but they covered me properly. But it was just an embarrassment on my end because I'm like, how I don't even know this is going on. Mother Nature, how you sneak through past me like that?
Right.
Didn't give me a warning.
That is crazy.
So yeah, I shared it with my friend, and I think they were able to keep that under wraps. So that was a good thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess it is definitely good that they were able to not say anything about that. It can't really be embarrassed because it's something natural. I mean, I've seen women like in classrooms, you know what I'm saying, and they got like this big ass red puddle in their jeans and stuff like that. I mean, yes, that is embarrassing because I didn't know. I remember the first time I seen that shit, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, the fuck, girl, you've been drinking Kool-Aid and you wasted some Kool-Aid.
That's different. That's different. Like you're having to be around these people every day. That's school. Because you're saying school. I'm talking about an isolated event. This is a wedding.
Yeah.
You let down your inhibitions, have some drinks. Everybody's on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh my God, so what happened at the reception?
Yeah.
When you was just grooving, didn't even know. Boom, boom. What, you had a white dress on?
I did. Oh, and that's the thing. It was white with like blue flowers. So
Oh
that's
my
why I was so
goodness.
embarrassed. I'm like, what? I had to leave up out of there.
Springtime is here.
I had to leave up out of there.
That is crazy. That is definitely crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I went to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And I had to instantly call my friends them because I felt so embarrassed because we went to Puerto Rico. We was drinking or the night before. Turned up. Stupid turned. Didn't really eat nothing, right? So I'm just drinking. So I wake up and I'm like, I'm sitting in the car and I just keep pooting. You know, so I just keep pooting. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get it out. Gotta get it out. I just keep pooting. The one time I felt it felt a little bubble in my stomach, and then I ended up pooting and ended up sharding on myself.
Oh,
And it was everywhere.
No.
And I had to change in the car because we just had got to Old San Juan. And we were nowhere near where we stayed at. Oh my goodness. I felt so embarrassed. I had
Did
to
you
call
have
her.
clothes with you or no?
I had no, I think I just took my underwear off. I think I just took my underwear off.
So you were free balling.
I just started free balling. Yep. I started free balling. I took my underwear off and I was
And so, okay, so did it have something to do with the food? Like, was it you trying to get acclimated? Because, like, when I went to Europe, we had to get acclimated for a little minute. I spent like 2 weeks over there in Europe, and one thing they don't tell you is like your body got to get used to eating the food over there in that particular area.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that because I ate early, but I mean, we were just drinking after that. I didn't eat nothing after the morning time. So it might have been the food kicked in the fact that I only ate that, and then I kept drinking. I kept on having like a lot of beer, and I was drinking their beer, the Puerto Rican beer. So that also could have been another thing too, because that was a beer I never drunk before. So all that stuff could have just fluted. But man, it was so funny though, because my ex took a fucking picture of my ass up in the air trying to get it. What's the name? Sent it to me. I'm like, what? So the first thing I do, my friend was like, I don't believe you. So I sent him a picture. And he was like, what? He said, you really in the car changing and all this stuff like that. It was so embarrassing. Only because we had so many people walking, like tourists. They were walking while I'm trying to change too. And it's not, I mean, it was tinted windows, but you could kind of see what was going on. You knew I was, in there changing our clothes and stuff like that. And the whole car smelled. I had to just throw the underwear away. I just throw them away. I threw them, and that was the most embarrassing thing to do is try to sneak to the and act like I'm going, because I had no bag or nothing. I had to act like I just tossed them in the drop, man.
But you said something that stood out to me though. You said that you sent your friend the picture. So to piggyback on that, like that's big on trust. You obviously trusted your friend enough to be able to send an embarrassing picture. Yeah,
exactly.
Just think, you did it to somebody that ain't really no friend.
Okay,
you don't know what
that shit gonna be on Instagram somewhere.
World star, And be embarrassed for real. Beyond the little embarrassment that you got that you're facing right then.
Exactly, and that's a big thing when it comes to having friends that you actually can go to and say something about embarrassing, because it's something that we can laugh about in the time frames of life. You know what I'm saying? What is the embarrassing moment that we had that I can't even? I'm trying to think of one. It's been some.
I got one.
What's one?
When we were staying over there on Lakeside off of Dorsey, when we were staying back there in the cul-de-sac, and my mama had bought this lock, and the lock was if you go outside without. It was a trick lock. I don't know what. I don't understand.
And the door locked.
Like it was locked behind you.
Oh,
and I don't know
God, I remember that.
Buy something like that. So I'm standing outside. I ain't supposed to be outside, but I'm outside. I'm having fun with my friends. I tell my sister, stay your butt inside, because I'm thinking about this trick door, this trick lock. Stay inside. She wants to come out to the mailbox to get the mail. That door locked behind her, and mind you, I'm already outside. Oh, we messed up.
How you doing?
What's going on, TK? Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey. Good. This is my co-host with me, one of my best friends, Tiana. She's co-hosting with us today on All My Friends. We talk about embarrassments and secrets with friends. She was explaining a story of one of our embarrassing moments. Definitely. You can go ahead and continue, because I already know. I now remember when you said door, I instantly just channeled right to it. Like I knew it was door.
Yes. So we end up, I'm outside. We have this trick door with this trick lock on there. I'm outside. My sister proceeds to come outside as well. Once she gets outside, that door automatically locked. There ain't to the point of no return. Like you can get back in. You
Then I
got
think
your key with
I
you.
think I left, and then I was on my way walking back. I was like, like I thought something happened. It was like, come on, I need to get in the house. We need to get in the house. And I'm like, okay.
I'm like, bro, we need to get in the house. We
I'm
need to.
like, only way I can do this is if I kick the door down. You know?
It's
I
hilarious.
did not think that I was going to be able to kick that damn door down the way I kicked that door down, but I kicked that motherfucker in. That just said, boom, broke every fucking frame around the door. That shit was crazy. We looking at each other like, oh shit, like we're gonna get into fucking trouble.
I knew we were done. I knew we were done. Oh, I knew we were done. My mama was gonna kill us.
What did she end up saying?
Yo, so after that, this ain't even finished. This ain't even nowhere near finished. Okay, so after that, after baby and then kicked the door down. Clearly, we like, okay, how can we put this together? So I'm like, okay, I need to get a hammer. I need to try to get a hammer to hammer this door back together. I need to try to fix this. So I go and get something that I think, because how old are we?
Shoot, 15.
Okay, duh. So
14.
we definitely not even knowing what's going on for real. So I go and get the thing that I think is the hardest thing that you can use to like beat the door back in. Like I go and get what was it? A spray can of kilts.
Oh yeah.
I take the spray can of kilts and I'm trying to hit it like to beat the frame back in. Kilts shoots everywhere.
Everywhere. I think I was high after that. If I'm not gonna lie to you.
I gave up after that. I don't even remember what happened after that.
Yeah, I think it was after that we just like fuck this shit. We gonna have to come up with some type of story or something to keep this shit from goddamn resurfacing. Somebody came, we accidentally fell through the door or something.
Somebody came and got us. I think we tried to make up the story. Somebody came and got us. We didn't know what went on. We said all kind of stuff. It was just a mess. Yeah, but we got killed.
Okay, so do you have embarrassing story that you have shared with your friends?
An embarrassing story that I've shared with a friend. I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, why do you think about that? How do you feel about embarrassing moments? Do you have an embarrassing moment by yourself that you want to express?
Yeah, I'm sure I got a lot of embarrassing moments. I gotta go into my memory bank. Have you told the story yet?
I did. I told about me using the restroom and on myself when I was in Puerto Rico. Yeah, and I had to change inside of the car because
Oh, good.
yeah, it was definitely not the move. You know, it actually happened to me twice. Before I was on my way getting my brand new car for my birthday. It was on my birthday, and I was on my way, and I had to use the restroom so bad. I was holding it for like 30 minutes. I'm like, no, we're just gonna get there. As soon as I ran up the stairs, I just stopped in the middle of the
Bro,
steps and just went in. And I
crazy.
felt so relieved, but I felt so discombobulated that I'm just shitting right here on the steps. I'm not even trying to
Oh
make
my
it to the next step. Like I'm just, oh my god, this is so horrible. I can't believe I'm doing this, but it feels so good right now. I cannot stop myself. I waited all the way until I got to the house. I waited all the way
That's
until I got to the house, and that was crazy.
that actually reminds me of an embarrassing story. It's similar to yours, but probably way worse. This was probably about in 2003. I was on my way to I had to go to a job interview, and so I was living in Baltimore at the time. And so I was taking the train, and they didn't have any bathrooms at the train, right? So I was doing this thing called the health wagon, and so it was like a detox. So you take like these pills, these supplements,
Mm-hmm.
and you take them throughout the day, and then you take a dieter's tea at night.
Mm.
And so the dieter's tea, so you already see where this is going, right? So the dieter's tea, the dieter's tea, it takes about 8 hours to kick in. So if I take it at night, usually by the morning time, I'm gonna have to go, whatever. So I had this interview, bro. It was at 8 o'clock. I think it was like 8 or 8:30. Got up extra early. Did not have to go to the bathroom. Right before I was about to leave the house, like my stomach started, and you knew when you had to go because your stomach started rumbling a little bit, but it kept intensifying up until the point where you had to go. So I
Mm,
didn't get that rumbling right. So so yeah, did a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to wait around, but I gotta go to this interview, bro. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I took the subway. It was no bathrooms at this particular train station,
mm-hmm.
and it was a mall right across the street. It was nothing really around me. I wasn't driving, bro. By the time I got off that subway station, off that train, I had to go so bad. So it was like all of these. This is so embarrassing. It was all of these like trees and bushes and stuff. I ain't had no choice. I had to go, and all I had was some notebook paper. I was so embarrassed,
Not,
bro. I told
oh,
my friends about it. They was cracking up at the time. So that was, I don't know if that's my most embarrassing story, but
yeah,
that's
that's one. So,
yeah,
yeah,
that's at the
that
top of the list for sure.
we can take it. We can take it.
Oh
We
yeah,
can
Bro,
take
that
that was real ratchet. That was real ratchet.
with the notebook paper. I'm
I
too tired.
mean, I've seen people use leaves. I've seen people use like their t-shirts. Yeah. So I
Mm-mm.
mean, if you
It was
the fact that you had a piece of paper, that's fine.
I had notebook paper all day.
Because
I
you
was
could
like,
ball. You know how they
whenever it
say the trick. Y'all know the trick. You ball up the paper and you
Rough it
keep
up.
balling and you keep roughing it up and it comes like very
hmm
soft.
hmm
What? Newspaper? Oh yeah. Let
that
me
is
not be no tissue real quick.
hilarious.
Let me ball up that shit about 5, 10 times so I can
Right,
wipe.
right, right.
Be good.
And if I was smart, I would have at least took some toilet paper. You know, I knew I was gonna have to go, but my thinking was that okay, this interview was at like 8:30. I'm gonna be good. You know what I mean? And
Right.
then I wasn't even thinking that they didn't have bathrooms at the train station. Like that was crazy to me. The mall wasn't open yet. I don't think the mall opened until 9. So I
Okay.
was like, bro, yeah, I was.
Oh my. Oh,
Dang.
I know that's like the
Sheesh.
worst thing. That's the worst thing in the world. And honestly, I would rather piss on myself. You know what I'm saying? Than to shit on myself. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
You got
me
the
to
visual
pee.
and the smell. You know.
Uh,
You can hold off on it unless you drink soda all day and juice all day. You ain't gonna smell too bad right away.
yeah, I
But
mean, but my whole thing, only reason I say that is because if I'm about to pee on myself, I honestly, I can just whip out and just start going. Like, I ain't about to just let it just keep peeing on myself. I'm at least get my
right,
pants down enough so I can go ahead and not keep pissing on myself. You can't really do that when you're talking about feces. It just don't work that way because once you're
It's-
going, it seems like your body just shut down.
that's it.
You
That's it. That
can't
is
think
it,
about what you doing no more. You ain't thinking, let me
boy.
pull my pants down. You be like, oh,
I
this is going
can't.
real fast. So,
When I tell you, I felt like Chris Tucker on Friday. Smokey, I can't take it.
yeah. Oh, God. So,
Oh,
what would be a embarrassing moment that you would take to your grave?
oh man. Well, dang. If I take it to my grave, I don't know if I can tell you. I gotta think about that one.
I mean,
Ooh.
give an example of something that you feel like a person would take to the grave. Embarrassing
Oh, that a
moment.
person would take to their grave. Hmm.
Falling in one. Like, that's
You
embarrassing. I'm
First
taking
of
it to the grave. It let me finna feel in somebody's
first of
grave.
all, I used to be scared to even walk around
Yeah,
because
I
they have this.
hated
They have that. What it was a saying? Something
falling
like
in
you
one.
walk on a grave or something like that. They gonna
that.
cut you or
Mm,
something like that. Yeah, I used to be scared to even do that. So better yet, not walking around no grave that's open. And if I fall in the grave, I'm gonna be screaming and crying to get myself out.
yeah, I'm gonna be done. I already know it. I'm maybe you know what would be really embarrassing, and I would definitely have to carry it to the grave. If you meet somebody off of one of these apps, these dating apps, and you end up meeting them and having sex with them, and you find out you related to them, like they're like your first cousin or shit, even like your brother or your sister,
Oh my
and
God! That was, yeah, that
and
just
y'all
looks so
realize
crazy.
that that same night, y'all realize that that same night after
Yeah,
y'all
you
finished
try to have a
y'all
little
right,
conversation afterwards and stuff, and then you start, hold on.
listen,
Oh, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte, that's my cousin. Oh, that's my cousin too.
can't nobody know that. We definitely taking this to the grave. As long as you ain't get pregnant,
You better not
we
even
good.
not pass cross
Ooh,
that
hey,
day.
look now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to
Or
see
you
you at the
or you done
family
had sex
reunion.
with somebody that you see them at the family reunion.
Right.
Like, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you start putting two and two together. I've known
Oh,
situations like that, and I know people who are still in a relationship after
and
finding
they
out.
don't care.
Oh
They
no,
don't
no,
care.
Yeah,
my
I can't do that.
my
Oh
moral
no.
compass
Oh
won't even
no.
allow me to
What?
be
Okay.
We
like,
can't be related. We cannot be related. We cannot be
Right.
related. For real. Like ain't no way in
I'm
hell. I
gonna
mean,
unrelate you if
I,
that's
I,
the
I,
case.
I definitely don't even like to do it like the marriage by marriage stuff. I can't even do that either. I no. If you married into the family, because how that's gonna look?
No,
I mean, it's gonna be confusing.
it
But
ain't gonna work.
you gonna be cousin, daddy, what is it? Uncle, father. Yeah, that shit don't make sense.
But nowadays, people will sleep with their first cousin. And won't. They
Yeah,
will not
that's
care.
just OD.
Well, no,
Okay,
that's
They
so
ignorant.
will not.
but
Yeah,
my
that's that.
my cousin on my well, I'm her cousin on her dad's side, but she got a cousin on her mom's side, and me and him was talking. But
So
that's her
it's
You
cousin
go
on
to,
mom's side.
on
That got
mama's
nothing to do with
side,
me.
but y'all related by the daddy.
Right.
So y'all related by
but
daddy.
are y'all
I mean,
first cousins? What kind of cousins?
he's not your cousin. Yeah, technically,
Right.
he's
He
not
ain't my
your
cousin.
cousin.
Oh,
That's
okay, got you. Got. Well, that ain't bad. I
I,
He
I,
mean,
I
cousin.
just honestly don't. I mean, it's difference of just messing around. I just want to date you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can have a little
That's
play. You know what I'm saying? A
yeah.
little.
That's how you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. We
I
can't
never
be in no relationship.
in a relationship or nothing
Definitely
serious.
not. Oh
You know, a little
no.
quickie hickey. You know what I'm saying? Stuck on my neck and keep it moving, nigga. You feel
I
me? But I ain't.
can't.
You
We
know
not going to the family cookouts and
what I'm saying?
the
Yeah, you
family
know what
functions together. No, that's not
I'm
happening.
We're
No.
not about to make them Christmas gifts.
saying? Okay.
Not gonna be none of that.
None of those things. I'm sorry. You know. Oh my goodness. I guess I would say one. Taking to the grave. Embarrassing thing that would take you to the grave. Um, I think embarrassing thing that you'll take to the grave is if you saw somebody else do something very embarrassing that you and you have loyalty towards them. I would say that's something that you'll take to the grave. That embarrassing
Oh,
moment.
I'm taking anything that somebody else taking to the grave. I'm taking it to the grave too.
Yeah.
So like, if whatever, whatever type of time you was on, whatever,
Right.
I'm gonna take your stuff to the grave with me because
Okay.
that's just what it is, and
Yeah.
ain't nobody got to know about it or none of that.
Okay. It's like what?
So
What?
at this point in my mind, I forgot.
Yeah,
I don't even
exactly.
know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. Which goes to the next part of this segment, which is secrets with your friends. How do y'all feel about keeping secrets with amongst friendships?
I don't know. I learned my lesson from that last year, so I think I'm in a place now where I'm having to revisit that or relearn that you can't tell everybody everything.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the saying you can't let your right hand know what your
Your
left
left
hand
hand is the
doing.
one. Yep, exactly.
So now that I just turned 32 on the field.
Ah, congratulations! Happy belated
Yes.
birthday!
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And then I'm a little wiser. I'm knowing that, you just can't tell everybody everything, regardless if they're your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain things you just have to keep sacred. You have to keep
Keep to
to
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah,
Mm,
definitely.
Yeah. And I had to learn it the hard way, but unfortunately, that has made me stronger as a person. So now I know what to do
mm,
and what not to do.
Right.
mhm.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yeah. But
I
most
mean,
it's an open book. Usually, people come
Yeah.
up to me and
mm,
ask me questions. I'm gonna give it to you.
You know, my
So that's
truth
why,
is known that
yeah,
you know I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it before you get to say it. Shit.
exactly. I'm gonna say what you were thinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
it.
Sir.
I mean, I feel like we all have secrets. Everybody has at least one secret or something they haven't told anybody. I think, but comes down to friends.
You froze up on us. Okay, there you
Am I
go.
through?
Popping back in. Okay, there you go. You're back. You're
Am
back.
I in? Okay. So, when it comes to things like sexuality, um, that was something that I struggled with friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's especially female friends. I don't know why. And it
Hmm.
was a time in my life when I had a lot, like way more female friends than male friends, but
Hmm.
none of them knew that I was gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it became really it became difficult because some of those females that were friends thought that we were
Right.
supposed to be together. And then I was in church and stuff back then, real heavy. We was churching together. I was in ministry and everything, you know. Yeah. So I found myself being in very awkward situations with quite a few females. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, no, they didn't have to be like sexual, but just, like the things that come with a female who may be attracted to you and y'all friends, you find yourself, kind of catering, at least the younger me, because I was younger back then, catering to
Yeah.
them in a certain way because you don't want them to know what's really going on. But I
Yeah.
vowed to myself that going forward, after the last female friend that I had, which was close with her since like 2008, um, and I told her after all of that time, I told her probably had to be like maybe 2018. Out of
Mm-hmm.
all of those years, she never knew. And she would ask me about females. She had came to Atlanta to visit me, and she would ask me like, you're not dating nobody, and and when she came, she just kept on bringing stuff up, and I had to eventually. I didn't tell her why she was here, but I eventually told her like after she left, and I vowed to myself I would never keep that type of secret again. I don't feel that everything is for everybody to know, especially when it comes to things like sexuality and just personal things. I feel like your business is your business, but
Yeah.
because I've seen how keeping secrets and not even just sexuality, just other things. Like, I mean, some things you can keep a secret, but certain
Mm-hmm.
things is like after a while, it's like, man, if you really my friend, if you really, if we have this connection, I
You should
should be able
understand.
to tell you. I should be able to tell. I should feel comfortable. Not that I have to tell you, but I honestly didn't think she would accept it because I knew how she felt about gay people. She would talk to me about, she would say little things. She'd be like this one dude. She had asked me. She was asking me that I know it. She does she has a boutique, and so she was having a fashion show. She was like, any guys to be in my fashion show, and I referred a guy to her, and he wasn't like super feminine or flamboyant or nothing, but I guess he was open with his sexuality, and she was like, yeah, I think he's gay, and blah blah blah. She called me, and I just was kind of like, I was offended, because I'm like, why does that matter? You know what I mean? And so she would say certain things about people from a church or Christian perspective. Sometimes just being around me, and people do that. They'll have certain conversations around you. They don't know what you're into. I don't like this,
Right.
or whatever the case may be. And then, it's like if you feel that way about them and you feel so free saying that to them, then, what would you say about me? And actually, I thought about just kind of cutting her off and stop being friends with her. You know what I mean? Because I just was kind of feeling like, well, damn, if you don't accept, what I mean? Like if you have things like,
Right.
would you really accept it? Now, ironically, when I told her, she did. Accepted. And her reaction was like, you could have been told me that. Why did you, it's like, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a secret that
It's so crazy that you have brought that up because I was just talking to her about that. She was the first person that I came out to.
were. So
And
are y'all best friends? I
yeah,
mean, y'all, okay, best friend. Okay.
because she was the first person I came out to. And honestly,
Oh, that's
it kind of
cool.
shocked her. She had to let me know, like, whoa, 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 it's okay. I get it that you're like this, but I don't want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
definitely was calling, and because she's the only person I could talk to about stuff, so I was calling her about every little thing, every relationship problem, every experience that I have had going on. So yeah, she
That's
definitely realized that
dope.
her friend was a wild one. I mean, she knew that when I was talking to females a little bit, but still, I mean, she didn't know that all this stuff. So I educated her very well.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I ask her a what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Stiana.
Okay.
You can go with Steve.
Um, Stiana. Okay. So can I ask you a question, Stiana?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So did you have any, I don't know if he said it, but did you have any idea that
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this, and I don't necessarily. You have to excuse the harassment. Uh, I didn't know he was a BSer. Like, cause with us, he always made it seem like, oh, girls this, girls that. He was so gung-ho about females, and then I think it was probably like, I don't know when it was, but it changed. And I'm like, hold on. I thought we was into females. What happened to that? You done switch gears on me. But I didn't mind.
You said you just switch gear. Wait.
Like, be you,
Yeah.
but don't BS me either, because I want to know, regardless of what you feel like I'm gonna say, and then to piggyback off of how your friend is, like, regardless of what a female gonna say about somebody else, because that's somebody else. Like, it's like, I don't know such and such, so I'm gonna talk mess about such and such,
Right.
but you mine, you my friend. So when you when you bring something to me, I'm gonna honor it. I'm gonna be like, why you not telling me? Yeah, I said, oh, this boy gay over here, but once you tell me you are, then we good.
We definitely had a lot of good. We had a lot of conversations about some.
I done learned a lot. I've learned a lot. He's told me, so much, and it's kept me. Also, it gives you a level of what's the term that I'm looking for? Empathy, and just being able to honor other people, being able to be cognizant and not so judgmental.
Yeah, because don't you have like a whole bunch of gay guy friends? Yeah. She just, I started off and she just started collecting them motherfuckers like, give me this.
So it sounds like you basically popped the. So
not even just gay guy friends. My female friends are gay too.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
They have relationships with women. Totally. Like,
hopefully I'm the only bisexual guy friend that you have, but that we know of.
Yeah, you are.
That we only know of.
You are.
You know, nowadays everybody got a little.
But that's
my thing.
Being able to express yourself and say, you know what, this is who I am, and not try to cover that up or think that because I'm a judge you based on, like, no, that's your preference. That's what because if I was in the same way, I would want to be able to freely express how I am, who I am, and what I am.
Exactly. I wish everybody was like that, but
for a moment, I thought that you was gonna be a stud for 1 second because you're a good tomboy for a little bit. So she used to be especially when it came to the female, she was like, hey, now, what? I was like, why? She gonna fuck around and goddamn and start taking all these girls' coochies. I don't know. Give me your coochie, bitch. Fuck you, you
wait.
What you talking about? I promise you ain't using them bitch on my watch.
And I could have been. I know I could have been.
That is funny.
Well, it definitely was something. Yeah, and then I mean, another thing, we definitely started off doing a lot of music together. So that was a big secret for us. You know what I'm saying? We was able to express our music, share our writings and stuff like that, hand over stuff like that. So that has been a big thing as far as our secrets go, where I've never shared with any other my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of my friends is about to get some music I have not released yet, and I just did. And I'm gonna send it to her. I'm like, hey, listen to this. You know what I'm saying? That's like our little secret code right there when it comes to music. Like, nobody gets that privilege at this point. You know what I'm saying? Unless I wrote a song for that person per se. You know what I'm saying? I let them listen to the song. Like, hey, I wrote the song for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it. But yeah, for me to even send some shit that ain't mixed down or ain't sounding to the petite, right? Okay, like, girl, listen to this. I just made this right here.
You got it.
I ain't put nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Because of course she knows that our credibility, and we, like I said, she helped me write so much music. Growing up, we used to be on the phone for hours coming up with one bar. And making sure that we had the right notes and the way we sung it right and how we did it like that. Like, damn, I definitely appreciate it. Shit.
That is dope.
I know I would have been lost.
I wouldn't have been confident. Shit, because I swear I had to goddamn, and she used to get on my nerves because she always want to sing high and then I sing low. So she always trying to make me. She always trying to make me sing high. She was like, "Oh, you gotta get up there. You gotta get up there. You gotta get up there." So now I can get up there, and I'm like, "Okay, thank you for pushing me to get up there because I sure wasn't trying to." Okay, I couldn't hear no. It was gonna sound.
If
That's
you
what it sounded
wanted
like
me
in
to
the beginning.
sing what you wanted me to sing, you better get your butt up there while
You
I'm
better
supposed
sing
to
like
be.
I cause you're like, I can't get every time you sing, I'm singing like how you sing it. I need to sing it in my way. I'm like, well, sing it in your way then. Why I gotta sing it up there? I can't go up there and shit. Got me sitting there scratching my voice and shit, trying to sing a song for you to sing.
Have
Sound
y'all
like a
collaborated
guy.
together on like
Um,
a actual
that's the song
song?
that we're about to do tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely
Oh
we have a
man.
and we're cranking out. That's the reason why we shorten this. It's usually a 2 hour show. It's an
Mhm.
hour show tonight. So and I think I'm gonna start
Dope.
making these shows hour show because whew, y'all, I be talking 2 hours for every show, and I know I love to talk, but I'm starting to not talk no more. You know what I'm saying? Talk. Uh,
After the camera off, it's
United. Oh my goodness, I'd rather just
like
talk on the road.
if you deaf mute or what? Like what's going on, bro?
Like, that's
You don't talk.
what I say over about a billion words in a day. I can't do this no more.
That's
After a while,
funny.
after a while of doing all the shows and coming to the end of this season. So I'm just gonna give them some shorts, so a little shorter time. I know a lot of people love the fact that I go. Sometimes I'll be by myself just talking for 2 hours.
Mm,
And I go
yeah, that's
on.
a long
So
time.
the topics really is not something that can. I mean, it can be lingered on for 2 hours, but it was something like basic and something that people can get a good laugh at and conversations with, and be able to move on. So the next couple of episodes
Mm,
are only going to be for an hour.
mm,
Um, just because of the day I have a lot of stuff I'm doing to get ready for season twos of the other shows that's about to drop out. So I'm as soon as this finale is, the next show, season two is dropping, of Let's Talk. So that is like one of the biggest shows on my platform, and
mm,
it has 20 episodes last year, and it did so well. People love Let's Talk. People love All My Friends too. All My Friends is a little bit more.
dope.
It's like I said, it's like a conversation that you have with friends. This is what this is. This is
Mm,
like something that you don't talk to just any old body. Because you know how people do, they get in their feelings about certain stuff. You can't say something about this. Hell, we don't talk about politics on this motherfucker. Then I bring in religion on here. You know what I'm saying? On All My Friends, because we have respectfulness, because these are all people who are
yeah.
actually cool with me, and we can have that conversation without somebody getting upset.
Mm,
I don't like to talk about this shit like that. Speaking of that though, what is a secret that only you would tell your friends?
ah, dang, you be asking the tough questions. Um, probably, probably what. Damn, I don't even know if I would tell them that. I was thinking like maybe what role I would play
Hmm.
in same sex relationship.
Okay, like the things that you
Uh,
go through and inside, like
yeah,
the intimacy that you have with the
yeah.
other.
That's
Okay,
that's that's kind of that's something that I'm kind of really.
I hit that a lot.
I don't. I mean, I had people ask me. Now, that's one thing is we kind of you trying to be cruising. You know what I mean? Or we trying to see what's going on. But like I've had
Yeah,
people just ask me that like just rant like that is just too
hmm,
personal for me. And I think the only comfortable space that I would be in to feel like I can be that open is probably with friends.
right.
Um, but I think I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to become more open with that. So maybe I'll say maybe in a good 5, 10 years, I might be at a point where I can. Because some people they don't care. You know what I mean? They
No,
just, but I
I
think
say. I mean, whatever it is that I feel like I understand. If y'all look at my Let's Talk shows and this also this Steve's, I said a lot of things and people be like, "What? I can't believe this nigga just said that." Like the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? But I've came to
mm,
graduate myself a long time ago, and I felt
yeah,
being
yeah,
who I am is who I am, and I love that. And if
facts.
I don't do it, nobody else won't do it on my show. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be the one to do
Yeah,
it.
to do it. Yeah, I feel you. And it does take a certain level of comfortability and just confidence in general. And not to say that I don't have it, but I think that like some things are intimate, you know what I mean? In certain spaces, I think certain conversations are. intimate and personal,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
and
Yeah.
I some things you only share with certain groups of people to me. But like I said, I'm kind of breaking through that barrier. I'm starting to be a little more open minded
Yeah,
with
of
that.
course. Yeah. What about you, Steve? What is the secret that you will only tell your friend?
Nothing.
She ain't telling. She ain't telling nothing. She already said she's
Nothing.
taking it
Oh
to her
shit!
grave. She
Fuck
said
that.
she said she's taking everything to her
Motherfucker
grave.
talking
So
shit now. I can't tell nobody nothing.
Can't
I'm
tell.
just taking. I'm just keeping all my secrets to
Because
myself.
my thing is this: if I have to say, "Dang, this don't go no further than us,"
Yeah, that means.
then that mean I don't
Yeah,
need to
I
tell it.
mean that should be everything.
right.
That's
I've been finding myself lately having to say little stuff
yeah,
like,
like
"Hey,
bitch
this
makes
don't
it.
go no
Are you
further
sure
than
you're not
this."
gonna say that to nobody? Like,
And
yeah.
then not even that, like it's a code. Everybody has a code. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
your friend and we in this mutuality together, then I should automatically know. Okay, I don't bring nothing up. Nothing leaves from where you and
Hmm.
I stand, what we
Exactly.
share. That's
Hmm.
just point blank period. I don't care who's around, boyfriend, husband, wife,
Okay,
mama,
mama, goddamn,
brother.
shit, twin, shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It don't
Shit,
matter.
nobody needs to know this. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Shit, that's what it is. Okay, so mine is a thing that you would tell your friends is if you're cheating or you have multiple partners and stuff like that, how you're going by keeping that a secret. Now that is something that you tell your friends. I feel like
really?
yeah.
Oh well, I mean, probably I
I've done.
Yeah, if
I've
you have a
done it.
nigga and you have a second hand nigga, yeah, I mean that's what you talk about. Like, girl, this nigga left and that nigga came over and ooh he got down and then it was so bad the motherfucker did what he did and then turned around, this nigga walked back in the door and this nigga done snuck out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I had to hide it off and now he trying to get some. So I had to act like I was sleepy and tired. Like, damn, no, leave me alone. Shit, you don't know that I just got some, but shit, I'm tired. Shit, leave it alone. I don't want none. You done pissed me off. And I gotta argue with this nigga and tell him something to keep him occupied from not wanting none. Cause I just gave it up to another person. Shit. See, that's the shit conversations you have with your friends.
Right, right. I mean, you
Like,
really got to have a good trust, a good bond, and a good foundation of trust. I mean, I feel like if I felt that I had that good foundation, you know what I mean, then there's probably not a lot that I would not tell my friends.
yeah,
But you have to really feel like you're in a safe space. A lot of people, and you can be friends with people for years, bro. Like
yeah,
people use information against you. People do all types of
man.
stuff, and you think you know
What?
people sometimes, and it just be like.
Make you want to
So
beat
you
their
have
ass.
to have a strong sense of like discernment and know like, yeah.
yeah.
But if I felt like the foundation was strong enough,
I ain't talking
I
so.
don't think I would keep a lot of secrets with my
Well, I'm taking everything to
Yeah,
the
I
grave.
mean, honestly, and
friends. Everything.
Everything going to the grave
yeah, I mean, and
at
I
this
get that.
point.
She lying because she gonna tell me the fuck. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the book of secrets. So dude,
So
what happened?
so
Nothing.
let me say that. So TK, does she know all your secrets?
I mean, we actually have like just got back into communication, so she doesn't know a certain things that's been going on. But I
Oh
mean,
no, we like for real.
we
We
talk.
tell
Yeah,
yeah.
we talk.
Now
So when we start
with
talking,
us it's different. But I'm just talking about like them friendships where because I've had like pretty much all my friendships are a solid 10 years plus.
yeah,
So my
Mm,
expectation is my expectation. Like I expect
right.
you to not even let it go no further than this. So
exactly.
Mm,
he could get everything. He can get all the information. I
Yeah,
don't really leave
because
nothing, no
I'm
crumbs.
gonna tell it all. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I tell it all to details. Sometimes you're like, all right now.
Because we know it's not gonna go no
Yeah,
further
it's
than
not.
here.
Yeah, and we don't have to
mm.
ever. I've never been a time I've ever said, "Bitch, don't go over it. Don't say nothing to nobody about this." You know what I'm saying? Like I never had to say that. That's already a given because I mean, even when I first started talking to her, and we were speaking about stuff, I don't even ever remember saying, "Hey, don't tell nobody this." You know what I'm saying? It's just like it was already understandable. We stayed right next to each other. She stayed behind me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that was to go on, we knew about it. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was.
Household issues, everything.
But anything that
Mm.
needed to be, what's that? We was each other venters. You know what I'm saying? So we would go and vent to each other, and it never caused the issue in this time frame. We never had to say, "Hey, shh, don't tell nobody," or you know what I'm saying? Keep this to us. You know what I'm saying? Because it only made sense for it to be that way. I mean, we're the only two people talking. I always feel like the people in the conversation is the people in the conversation. Anybody else that is added into this conversation is now it's becoming a form of messiness and
Right.
at the conclusion of being more dramatic than it needs to be.
Mhm.
Yeah. So why do you feel like friends keep secrets from friends?
I think it's a couple of things, and we already kind of touched on some of it, but just first of all, trust.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's a certain, like I said, a certain level of I don't want to say confidence, but comfortability with
Yeah.
oneself. Because
Mm-hmm.
some people, they just like you said, they don't care. It's basically I don't give what you say. I don't care who know. I'll tell it to the world. This is me. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is. Some people just lay it all out for you. I mean, I can respect people like that because you know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? But um, mm, dang, what was the did I? What was the question?
Oh no. Why do you feel like people keep secrets from their friends?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it. People don't trust. This is
Yeah.
a trust thing, and then them
Yeah.
being comfortable with themselves. That's what I think.
You want to add something to that one?
I think when, and that's what I'm starting to realize. Like when you get into a friendship, I think we just automatically have this level of what we think the other person is gonna do
Mm-hmm.
instead of setting a standard or setting the tone for
Mm,
something. So
mm,
now what I'm realizing I'm gonna have to do is just be like, hey, I don't expect you to say this, this, and this. I don't expect this,
Mm-hmm.
this, and this. Don't
Yeah.
let it go no further than this. But then it goes back to why should I have to do all of that? Like I feel like I shouldn't have to do all of that with a person. So that's just I'm still processing. Like because I was an open book at one point in time, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on if you tell me your secrets or you got some secrets that unfold right in front of me as life is lifing,
Mm-hmm. Right.
then I ain't supposed to say nothing. We
Right.
just supposed to move along. We supposed to move
Exactly.
accordingly. Now I can chastise you or get in
Mm-hmm.
your butt about it according to whatever it is,
Right.
but it'll never go.
mm,
Nobody else will need to know.
mm,
Right.
It'll go no
mm,
further than us. And
Yeah.
so I'm big on that. Like that's loyalty to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's rocking
mm,
solid. That's being true
Yeah.
to yourself as well as your friend.
Right.
Because there shouldn't be no other entities knowing about what's going on.
Exactly.
Unless you pose the question like, hey, you okay if I say such and such and such?
Right.
Then there should be a
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Right.
And but then other than
Like,
that, no.
do you want me?
But
You
people
want me to
that
let
just
them know about this? You know what I'm saying?
people
Yeah.
that just open their mouth relentlessly and not even think like, dang, will this hurt this particular person or will this damage our friendship or damage what we have? That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary,
My question is, I mean, my take on my own question is, I mean, people, I know a lot of friends do hold secrets when they feel like it's something that's going to be dramatically changing,
mm,
that their friend, they feel like their friend's not going to be able to take. Not saying that it's okay
mm,
thing to do, but if you feel like your friend's not going to be able to take that well, then they hold back from that, do not say anything about the situation,
mm-hmm.
or if they feel like the information that they provide is going to cause like more drama. Like my friend's not going to shut the fuck
mm,
up about this. If I tell you, you're going to end up trying to make it a bin. Then I got to be dragged in the situation and all stuff like that. So I might as well just not tell you, bitch. I'm just going to keep it to myself and just take it with me to the grave. And I ain't going to tell you. I'm going to tell you everything else. I ain't got to tell you this because I know this right here is just going to cause more confusion and more issues. And then you're going to try to drag me into it because you're going to, what's that? You're going to have no choice but to probably bring me into it because they're going to ask you, how the fuck did you know? You know what I'm saying? Where you find this bitch out at? You be like, well, you my friend, bitch, so you going to back me up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let the bitch know what you said. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's so I feel like certain things like that will be a issue, a reason probably a lot why friends say hold stuff back, and things that they feel like they betrayed you. I feel like those
yeah,
a big number one thing of why friends will hold a secret is because it's something that will basically end your friendship.
Yeah, I done experienced a
mm,
lot of betrayal with friends just these past few years, and
Hmm.
I'm going, hold on, did I not have the proper discernment or the proper like what's? But then I've been knowing them, like I said, 10 years plus.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and then it's just a reflection of people change.
Yeah, people
People are
change.
not
That's
who
say
they
people
used to be.
change.
hmm And then
Not
too, it's kind of like to me, like people just in general in the world, the way you operate and certain standards that you have and certain things that you would do. Everybody's doesn't think that way, and so it's like in friendships, you like you said, you setting giving disclaimers and stuff like that. You shouldn't have to do that, but
hmm
we do assume that people automatically think, like that goes without saying. But there's a lot of
right,
things that people do that you just be like, what would make you even think that that was okay? But some people just have a very limited conscience. Some
right,
people some people don't even really have an inner voice like that. Now that's a whole nother conversation. How we hear our voice and we think about things and we internalize things. There's some people who don't even hear that, so they don't even have any inner voice that's telling them. They just do and just say. You know what I
right.
mean? That's a scary place to be in, but you don't know your closest friend is like that. You know what I mean? Until something
Exactly.
actually happens. You know what I mean? So I think it is
Yeah.
probably important to maybe give a disclaimer the first time or at the top of the, you know, early on in the friendship to kind of set a boundary or set some type of standard or, whatever. And then after that, if you ain't getting it after that, then it's gonna have to be deuces on that. 'Cause
Yeah, that's almost like
you
how
you you should
asking
have
somebody,
water, my nigga.
like I gotta set the tone for telling somebody how to love me, even with friendships. I need to
Yeah.
set the tone,
Mm,
like set a standard, like
Yeah.
this is what I'm expecting, this is how I am, this is
hmm
what I'm willing to bring to the table, this is what I need you to be on as well. So I think,
Yeah.
yeah, as you're saying that, I'm thinking like in full circle of it all. Like, yeah, I guess I gotta go ahead and give my little disclaimers ahead and let folks know where I stand and how I am and who I am.
hmm
Uh,
And to elaborate, because I experienced that what you just said, like even just in general friendships with one your expectations on how people should love you. You know what I mean? Like how people should treat you and how they should love you. Like you expect people to do what you're going to do for them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And yeah, I've dealt with that and got mad about it because I'm thinking I love you this way or I treat you this way. You know, you don't. It's not reciprocated. But we never had a discussion. I mean, it should go without saying. You know what I mean? But everybody's just not wired that way. You
yeah,
know?
that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Um, I feel a big reason of finding the underlying of determining a friend to keep secrets with or tell your embarrassment moments is, first of all, somebody who's new. I always tell people if you have a friend that you knew, and even though in cases your new friend can be better than old friends, you know what I'm saying? You might talk to your new friends more than you talk to your old friends, but it seems like the new friends are only there. Most of the time, all the new friends you get, they're only there for seasons. You know what I'm saying? Your old friends, you cannot talk to them for years, and then y'all still friends. Y'all still got those secrets. Y'all
Yeah.
still holding that shit in that has been in the past way. So those are day ones. You can't get rid of those. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like me and Steve, we lost contact for what, about 5 years?
Yeah.
About 5 years, and then came back and nothing happened. All we just had was a whole bunch of stories to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Of stuff that's changed. Hell, we just disappeared again right before she had her baby, and then now she has her baby and she here with her baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so weird to see that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, her with a baby. Even though we had so many conversations back in the days that this was not gonna be a case. You know what I'm saying? But it's there now. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm
it's the friends that you can go through these type of changes with, and it's understandable. There's no ill manners towards the fact that everybody has a life, everybody's living. I'm saying, long as you are doing your thing and you're pushing yourself to be a better person every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how long
Yeah.
it takes. What's saying? My day ones is my day one. These new friends, though, you have to watch those because a lot of people just try to be a friend at that moment for a
Or something.
beneficial
Right.
situation. Usually,
Right.
new friends come for benefits, or they feel like they're trying to get in a way to do something. Honestly, I feel like I've met a lot of people who like just now recently moved here, so that and they been my friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't gather what's saying, but hell, I don't talk to them like that no more. Eventually, I stopped talking to them. Eventually, Stiana was saying, my friends go on for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have friends that I've been friends with since 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I still have been their friend to this day. You know what I'm saying? And it
Hmm.
doesn't change. Like me and Steve. Steve knew me when I was 13. I'm fucking 32 now. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Hmm.
long ass fucking time. You know what I'm saying? To know
Right.
somebody. I mean, it's almost 20 years now. Damn.
Don't talk about it.
But
I
Let
just
him
thought
get
about
mad.
that.
that is a long time.
He's
That's a
sweating. I'm like, dang.
I'm like,
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
hold on, 20 years.
And we was 13, huh?
Yeah, we was. Yeah, damn it. That was a long ass time.
well,
I'm sorry.
TK. I definitely feel you. I have some friends who I've been friends with for a long time now. I got two things I want to say. A lot of people look at relationships like intimate relationships, like this is a spiritual connection.
Hmm.
But friendships, I believe, are spiritual
Okay.
connections as well. And people talk about like finding their tribe or their soul group or whatever. And I think that that's the reason why people can be away. Because I've had friends that I've been friends with for a long time. We went years without talking, and then we come back. It's like, it's never a time that I cannot call you if we
Right,
just stop
not
speaking,
reach
even
out.
if it was because there's a spiritual connection. But on the flip side, I do want to say that I have friends that I've known for years, and a lot of my friends from back home, um, the ones because I don't have a lot of friends, but the ones that I, you know, I've known them for a long time. But I've met people since I moved to Atlanta that have been closer to me than friends that I've had for years.
Yeah,
So if I had the no new friends mentality, I think I really would have missed out on some great connections. I don't think it's always that new people come in with an agenda, because sometimes I think the spiritual connection or the soul connection, it could
yeah,
be it could come later on in life at a time where you're like vibrating on the same level. Some people
yeah.
who you was friends with before you outgrow.
Outgrow it.
And even though y'all been friends for a long time, you just outgrow. But it's not that y'all don't have that soul connection, but y'all on two different wavelengths. But you meet
Yeah,
somebody that you just met, you become closer to somebody because y'all just happen to be on that same frequency at that time, and they are a part of your soul group or your tribe. But that's just later down on the line when you was ready for it,
yeah.
when
Right.
y'all was
Exactly.
ready to meet. So it could go both ways.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely. It is people who come in your life that was saying, but usually those people eventually become one of your long
But
term friends.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Eventually, it's
I
gonna be 10 years
feel.
later, and y'all still hitting each other up and talking and stuff.
Definitely,
So,
definitely,
and
definitely,
that's basically what it
definitely.
is. Like I said, it's been damn near 20 years with us. It's been some people who I've known for 10 years, and then now that's people who I met after her. You know what I'm saying? And she could tell you, I'm very territorial when it comes to my friends. Like I keep them very like we're friends. Okay, cool. And you know how a big thing like what you're stating about the relationship stuff. The difference between a friendship and the reason why friendships last longer than relationships is because you don't fuck. That's the reason why you're not fucking. You're not fucking because once they get into it, then that shit got to change. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more. It's a little more added into that. So you know what I'm saying? I always had a big code, never to fuck my friends. Um, do you feel like that's a secret of
I
friends?
don't.
If for
Oh,
fucking,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't. But I mean, I know it's a secret. They friends keep with each other.
What?
If they did fuck,
Oh, I ain't never had no friends like that. I don't move like that. If you
yeah,
a friend, you an
yeah,
actual friend. Like
exactly.
I like who I
It's more
like.
valuable.
I'm very clear on like if it's a guy I like. Nah, I'm very clear on that. You ain't my friend zone friends.
Hmm.
All the people that those don't mix. I'm
Yeah.
not one of them kind of females where it's like, oh, that's my friend.
That's
That's
my
my friend. But
friend. But then y'all
I'm
sitting
kind of
out in the bathroom together,
no, I'm not
you
that.
know, because y'all had
That's
five
my best
people
friend. That's my best
shit.
friend.
I'm just not that girl. But I know some women like that
Yeah,
though.
I know women. I know some
Especially
females.
brothers. oh, that's
Mhm.
my brother.
Oh yeah, that brother shit. Oh yeah, I don't believe that
I don't
shit.
do that.
You know, what I mean, people out of date and say, "Oh, this my brother."
But I've been legit with mine. Like, if I
Yeah,
call you a brother, like, I'm literally thinking that's the concept. I'm
yeah,
not even
right,
on no
exactly. Yeah, 'cause
weird.
I mean, it's like
That's my
I feel
brother,
like
but
it's
I like
incest when you
him.
start doing shit.
Yeah,
When you fuck
no.
your friends, it's damn near incest in my eyes. It's
Yeah,
like
you know
incest
too
to me.
much about me to be
Yeah, come on.
dilly dallying
And
like
then,
that.
first of all, if you cross that path to do anything of that nature, then now you have to deal with all these extra emotions that. First of all, you know who the fuck I am. You know the fuck I'm on. You know the fuck I've been doing. That shit kinds of fuck with your mind after you doing stuff like that. I had sex with a friend and I regret it to this day. Oh, we're not friends anymore, of course, y'all. But I regretted it to this day because I missed my fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? We were friends for 8 years and we finally messed around, and it was just like. Now, I mean, at first I was trying to still be their friend, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I thought it was a one-time thing. But then every time we got with each other, it was on some sexual terms. And that's usually what happens when you start doing that type of shit. So I had lost a friend for 8 years. Of 8 years, I lost a friend. He was no longer my friend anymore because, hell, I mean, every time we looked at each other now, we just remember having sex with each other. And now I don't want to be your friend no more.
Dang.
Because now I can't even call you and just talk to you about the shit that we normally talk to. We used to talk on the phone for hours. We can't even talk on the phone for hours no more. When we get on the phone, it's like, oh, you want me to come over there? No, nigga, I wasn't calling you to come over here. I was calling to talk to your motherfucking ass. Now I feel weird now because you just offered that up. Now just remind me that we done had sex. Leave me alone. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Matter of fact, delete my number. Shit. Go find yourself somewhere.
Damn.
Crazy.
Because
Well,
at the end of
damn.
the day, how can you really be genuinely friends again? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the friends that I have and the fact that we have not had sex makes them way more valuable in life. Because at today, I don't value them for a pleasurement of their physical being. The pleasure of their mental and them being there for me as a person when I'm dealing with all these fuck niggas and fuck bitches out here in this world after I done gave them all my good juices and shit, and now I have to fucking worry about these motherfuckers doing this trifling ass shit and moving on. I need somebody to go to. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to have my back on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a person to go to the bat for me. And you can't do that if you are also giving up your juices to them. Because they just gonna be looking like, well, you should have just came and gave your juices to me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even gonna try to help you. They were like, well, hell, see, you should have just did it. You know, that's all it is. But I mean, I know some people who have been friends for a long time and eventually got married. You know what I'm saying? And they were friends for a long time.
That's what I want.
I just don't
Well,
understand
no,
that.
like, I want that.
I just don't understand that though.
I
Like
think it's a. Go
that
ahead.
means
I'm
y'all
good.
secretly crushing on each other y'all whole fucking life.
I don't want that with no. Well, all my friendships, they've been 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So I know that's not gonna happen, but I don't know, it's like a fairy tale.
I
Because
mean,
it's so
but
cute, like,
technically, I mean, if you think about it, like, I mean, I don't know, because I mean, all my friends are cute as fuck. So I mean, hell, I'm not gonna. I just don't do ugly friends. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a shallow thing. I know to say it, but I don't. Like, I really don't. I have not. I've always liked the people because I've always liked the people to have secure ways about themselves and confidence in themselves. So I've always looked for people who are confident with what they look like and confident in being who they is. I can't walk around and you scared because you can't take. We should be able to go skinny dipping or something. You know what I'm saying? Just be free. You know what I'm saying? Be loving ourselves and be like, okay, I don't need nobody who's self conscious about themselves. So I always push myself away from those people. I also, I mean, I do have people who are unpleasing to my eye per se. But I mean, they still pull people. They still have their confidence. They do that, so I call them sexy because they have a sexy complex with their ways that they're moving. But they're not just. I don't find them sexy, but obviously other people do because they have all these people jocking them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, cool. But and that's just me. I mean, that's just how I feel when it comes to like my friends and stuff. Like I can't draw those lines to it. I feel like they're more valuable. They devalorize themselves when you start having sex from experiences of me doing that. I did it one time and I said that I would never do it again. Like it just draw me. I would actually started crying from that situation. It's the fact that I needed to call on this motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, you're not even there no more. Like, if I call you, you're going to be fucking trying to fuck. Like, nigga, no.
oh wow.
You think it's a booty call when I call you nowadays. You don't answer the phone being concerned about me no more. I'm telling you about some shit that happened. Like, oh, okay, so what, you want me to come over there? Hey, the
Well,
fuck?
well, TK, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it could be a matter of maturity
Mm-hmm.
on the person's part, and then also a matter of setting boundaries? Do you think that because I mean you say you did it once, so do you think that it could have been a matter of maturity and boundaries,
I mean,
or
honestly, yeah, man, because it was a while ago. I think that was like what, about 5, 6 years ago. Of
okay,
course, I wasn't the person I am now, and I'm pretty sure they've changed in their ways from the time frame that they have been. Um, it might have been an immature thing that we were going through at that time in that phase, but I mean, now, even if we was to rekindle our friendship, I mean, because I know people who have done that, you know what I'm saying? They rekindle their friendship. I don't mind being their friend. I just don't feel like they are able or capable to actually be my friend, if that makes sense.
right? I got you, but I'm saying just in general. So like, and it's not even an age thing because maturity has is not an age,
Yeah.
but maybe they I mean mentally because you could be in your 20s and be mature enough to be able to set boundaries and stuff
Hmm.
to be able to not mix business with pleasure in a sense,
Right.
you know what
Exactly.
I mean?
And still
So
be
I
in
mean,
a business environment with.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, I
that's
get
just like that's just like you fucking somebody that you work with or in the same office,
That's
you
why
know
they
what
have
I
friends
mean?
with benefits, though. I mean, I can just go find one of those.
That's what I'm saying, a friend with
You
benefits.
just
But now
go find
listen,
one of those. But see, when you find friends with benefits, you already have the idea that that's who they are. You don't just be friends first and then you have the benefits later. No, you know they're both coming at the same time. Like, I'm about to be beneficial friend to you. Okay, we're gonna be
not
friends.
always,
I mean, have you did a
bro.
friends with benefits and you didn't know that was gonna be a friends with benefits when it first started?
No, because I don't move like that.
Yeah, I forgot
Like
she's subtle.
my
She like it's a no.
No,
yeah, I don't play them kind of.
no.
I don't play them kind of
Yeah, she
games.
don't play that. She she
If
she
I
she's like,
needed
bitch,
to,
you better
then
put a
I
ring
would.
on
Yeah, like I'm so
it.
Mm,
like you better wife me up because I'm not one of them ones. Like I know what
mm,
I'm willing and capable of doing. Like I know I want to give my all. I know what I'm. Like I'm already in my brain of
yeah.
how I am.
Right.
So like I'm not gonna play with you. I don't got time to play. Like
Yeah. Right. 'Cause I mean, and then even with friends with benefits, they always end up causing somebody to get in their feelings about the situation. Somebody gonna get in their
especially
feelings.
like when you already know what it is. If I know this is a friends with benefits type of situation, we already know like the friend part ain't even really the friend part just holding you there.
Yeah.
It's placement. But it's
Hmm.
really like the benefit part is what
Yeah.
you're really trying to get
Yeah.
to.
You're
You know what I'm
just
saying?
beneficial. You're
Yeah.
just really a beneficial person. You're just
So
I ain't
beneficial.
gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been in that situation, and I've been in. But there's another conversation. We're gonna have to get into that. But I'll talk about the first because there's a couple things. But the first
Hmm.
thing, I've been in that situation in my late 20s, and it was definitely a like a friends with benefits type thing. But it was actually a real friendship.
Hmm.
Like it was a friendship, and it wasn't really. But now we're thinking on different we're thinking on different I don't say different levels, but I think it's a little different sometimes with females and males because I'm seeing it from the perspective of a bisexual or homosexual male and two males versus a male and a female. And not to say that it can't work and it doesn't work,
Hmm.
but I think that there's a little it could be different. But when you have two guys, and I don't know how that's coming off, but if you have two guys in that situation, strong minded, mature, I think how can I say this?
I
Like
get what you're saying because men,
everybody knows that like we're kind of less attached emotionally. We can be less attached emotionally when it comes to sex sometimes in
mhm.
comparison to females. So I can definitely see 110%
That
how
just
a
brought up
female would feel.
a thing that I was talking to somebody because they said, I said, why does people feel so strongly about somebody cheating on them with a man? You know what I'm saying? A man cheating on them with a man, they rather them cheat on them with a female. And it's like, well, because men can do more stuff. I said that's not true. I said
Mm,
because at the day when you're talking about a female having sex with a female, there's going to be a lot of emotions in there because females are emotional.
right.
Men can have sex for no fucking reason and not give a fuck about the situation afterwards. So it's not
Facts.
like okay, you're having sex.
Yeah.
You in love with this guy or you want this what's that? Because it's usually not something not the case, especially when these DL guys they're just
Mm.
out here getting their nut. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted. They wanted a nut.
Yeah,
Keeping it moving. You know what
bro. Like I've been in that situation, and it's been balanced. I've been in that, and actually, I've kind of been in it more than once, and it's
I'm saying?
been a balanced type of thing. But that's why I asked you whether you thought it was could be about boundaries and maturity, because I really do think that maturity and boundaries have a lot to do with it. Um, but different strokes for different folks. I mean, people do all types of stuff out here. um, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do feel like and you have the new thing that I have to tell people is straight curious people, which people are like, what's straight curious? Straight curious is a person who will not act but thinks about the sexual act of doing something with another person that's of the same sex, but they just won't act into it. So that means you're being straight curious because you're straight, but you're being curious. You know what I'm saying? It's not like bisexual curious or bi curious. That's more so that you're acting upon it, but you're kind of like just tipping toe into the door, and instead of you actually just being so
Mhm.
fluent with actually just being bisexual. You know, so that
I don't
that's
know I can't say what everybody's what everybody's thinking, but I would venture to believe that most people, especially men, have had to think about it at least once. I mean, shit.
I mean,
I
yeah,
ain't
and I tell
into females, but I didn't. I thought about females.
women too, though, because my whole
And,
thing is everybody focuses on something that moves. So if somebody turns around, and especially nowadays, how all these men have their asses out stuff like that, I guarantee you,
oh
a nigga don't look
yeah,
at that ass and say, "Damn,
oh
that's a
yeah,
fat booty." You know what I'm saying? He got
yeah.
fat ass booty. I have no females probably look at niggas like, "Damn, his ass big as fuck." You know what I'm saying? Because it's presented that way. First of all, and I know a lot of
Exactly.
guys who say they're so fucking straight to the point where they'll beat somebody up, but they have their whole booty out, and I'm like, "How your booty bigger than mine?" And it's jiggling
Right.
like that, and you talking about you straight? Boy, shut up! You got somebody to tap that ass because you just got it out there in the opening for everybody to see. Don't get mad because somebody want to come slap you on that thing. Got them pull your pants up.
That's just like a transgender to me. A nigga pull a holler at a transgender, don't know that they're transgender, and then after, because most of them don't tell you typically right away, but once he or she decides to tell you,
Right.
your attractions and completely went off. But it's like the illusion that you saw was that of what you're attracted to. So how do you just turn it off? I kind of wonder, like, I mean, I can see how it can happen, but if it's just a matter of penis, and
I'm
I'm trying to be
sorry.
clean because I don't know if the kids are in
Man,
here, but
the female
if it's
body
just
is
a matter of that,
awesome. And the male's body is fucking awesome too. That shit is sexy as fuck. They both got sexy parts of their body. You know what I'm saying? Especially a well put man with a nice size, everything on him. That shit looks sexy as fuck. I don't give a fuck. So everybody knows what sexy is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole picture painted of what a sexy guy is and what a sexy woman is. So by that being stated, ain't no way in your mind have you not looked at a person and realized that their attraction. You know what I'm saying? There. You have not realized that you was attracted to something about them or you thought that they looked it well put. Regardless of how you want to think about it in your mind, everybody knows. Best friend. Have you seen a female and you was like, okay, she cute as fuck.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, and I mentioned it to her. I'm not one of them. Like, I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to say, "Girl, you are beautiful. You gorgeous. You fine as hell."
Okay,
Like,
like damn. Okay,
I'm
girl.
comfortable.
Look.
I'm
So I'm
comfortable.
pretty sure men see that too when it comes to certain men. And I know a lot of guys like to hang around. Do you know they used to do it back in the days? What they used to say? Pretty boy. Oh, you a pretty boy. Oh, you're a pretty boy. That's just your way of saying I look good to you. I appreciate it though. I'll be a pretty boy. So I mean, at the end, I don't feel like men are accepted enough by women for them to really be open about their minds or how they feel about
Yeah,
other
cause I
men.
ain't never heard no straight man say nothing like that, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
The straight man I've dealt with or talked to, or just even just
Well,
on
you know,
friend level,
I'm afraid
anything.
that's the talk of like around the boys. Like you be around the boys, but man, that nigga a pretty boy. And I be thinking in my head, like, bruh, why you calling another nigga pretty boy? You know, why? Why you calling? But I mean, most
Maybe
niggas,
because they probably
but
think
niggas,
that the
niggas don't
girls
talk about that
classify
stuff.
that the girls classify him as a pretty boy.
Yeah. Well, pretty boy in my mind is a boy who is well put and he gets girls. That's how we look at pretty boys. Like you're a pretty boy because you know all the girls want you and you are well put together. I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that a man is handsome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, I'm bisexual, so my opinion is I tell the nigga in his face, even if he's straight or not, like, bro, you handsome as fuck. Yo, God, okay, I see you, boy, with your sexy ass, boy, look at you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
That's
just open with who I am, and if you take offense to it, then you just take offense to it. But I don't mean it offensively. I'm just giving you a compliment, nigga. You can't take a compliment. No, no, tell you, because guess what? Half of these motherfuckers up in this world that's around you, that your homeboys over there, some of them think that shit. When you walking outside, you got a fucking 12-pack body and shit, you swole walking them, I'm like, God damn, that nigga body goddamn beat, what? You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna say nothing to you because we're not allowed to. Women don't allow men to express themselves due to a lot of the things that go on with them trying to keep the straight men on his lock leash thing. But at the day,
there's
eventually,
a
so I feel like it'll be more freer mental thing a little bit older.
yeah.
Little kids grow up and they become, you know what I'm saying. But right now we stuck in our ways because we were raised by motherfucking people who did not even go for none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We opened the door for a lot of this stuff to be a little bit more freer. So the next generation under us will be a little bit more freer. The next generation under them will be more freer. Now you see they got this non-binaries now. People can go and say, hey, I don't want to be anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be considered nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm air. I
Mm,
want to be air. I'm classified as air, and you're gonna call me motherfucking air if you want to. If you don't call me air, then it's a whole issue, and I can make it an issue. And I love that now that it's so fluently like that. But at the end of the day, I honestly and personally feel like it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women nowadays, I talk about this all the time because this is like a whole bisexual stand up right here. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I come in, I be truthful about me being bisexual. A lot of women don't want to talk to me because I'm bisexual. You know what I'm saying? So it stops me from even having that chance to even show this woman that regardless I'm bisexual, I'm not gonna go cheat on you with no dude because I'm not a cheater. It's a whole it's like your mind be mental. You think that just because I'm bisexual, I'll be out here fucking everybody,
mm.
but I'm not a cheater as well. So regardless of who I'm talking to, if it's gonna be a male or female, that means like if I break up with your ass, I might go and talk to a nigga after we start talking. I might. It might be a chance, or I might go talk to a female. It doesn't. It's up when I'm single. You feel me? It doesn't matter when I'm single. When I'm not dating nobody. But when I'm dating you, I'm dating you. I'm not gonna go cheat on you with nobody. And better yet, if I am, but I feel like if I do cheat, I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm always gonna cheat with a female. In my eyes, I feel like if I cheat on my guy, I would cheat on him with a female. If I cheat on my
What?
female, I would cheat
Why
on her
you
with.
even why are we even talking? Why is that even a question though? I'm sorry, go
I
ahead.
am just saying, if
Like
it was the case, I would cheat with a female because I feel like everybody gets more hurt when you cheat on them with a guy. Even guys, like if your
well
girlfriend, you have a girlfriend, she cheats on you with a girl, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, you could have just told me, you know, so I got it. But if she cheat on you with a nigga, you like, what the fuck, girl? You want to go? What's the name?
mm,
Same thing with female. If your dude cheat on you with a female, you're gonna be mad, but you're gonna be way more upset if you found out that he cheated on you with a nigga. Like, what the fuck?
well
You really got them kill that nigga. So at the day,
well is it not to cut you I'm sorry to cut you off. I
you
wanted
good.
to comment on something you said earlier, but because it's really I think there's a couple things at play here though. Because first of all, I think there's a certain level of ignorance
Mm-hmm.
within especially the black community. That's the first thing. And what I mean by that is um because of that hyper masculinity or over masculine. I guess is it hyper masculinity? I guess they call it.
Demasculate. I mean, was it
So
super?
hyper
Yeah,
masculinity
yeah.
within
It's
the
like
black
over masculine.
community.
Yeah.
And we have,
Enter
as
testosterone.
black men, yeah, as black men, we can have that whole thing. But then from the female perspective, because it is a double standard,
Mm-hmm.
because females can do it. They can be bisexual, or they can sleep with a woman and not be considered gay or bisexual. But
Mm-hmm.
then there's also on the flip side, females almost feel like if you, not all females, but I think the stigma is that, if you are a bisexual male, especially depending on which role you playing, they probably automatically assuming that you getting it, you the bottom
Yeah.
in the situation,
Yeah.
I
You're,
guess.
you you're taking dick.
But it's almost a hmm,
I had a female
it's
recently
a
just ask.
demasculine.
I had a female just recently ask me that though. Asked me if I was the taker, if I was the bitch in the relationship. I said, why would you come off like that? And even if I said you don't realize that there's verse people too. How about we both taking a dick? How about that one? Is that gonna be okay?
Right, and that's why I say is an ignorance, because and people need to be educated, because it's almost like a demascula demascula
Demasculation. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, of
Demasculation.
the
Yeah.
man when they feel out, when they realize that, oh, they bisexual or whatever. So it's almost like we have say it again, I can't say that word.
Demasculation. Yeah. Demasculation or
Demasculation. I want to say
demasculation.
demasculization. Demasculization. It's like,
Demasculation.
it's like, yeah, you
Demasculation.
demasculize me. And that's just not even like, bro, like that's not, so it's some education that needs to happen, I think, within our community, because if you go into like other communities, especially white communities, I think the men especially are a lot more freer to be,
TV.
because
Yeah.
let's just keep it real. Yeah, and like there is
Hello,
masculine and
somebody. I'm so
feminine,
glad
there's
somebody said it.
masculine and
I was
feminine
just
in
wondering.
every, say it again.
I'm so glad somebody said it because I've been wanting to say that like a white
It's
man
because it's the truth.
are able to be more feminine and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And white girls
And
love it.
it's not even that it's a feminine thing, because it's masculine and feminine within every sex.
Yeah, and
There's a
everybody.
there's a it should be a balance, but that's a whole nother story. And I was just saying this the other day. I feel like within the black community, I made a post about this. We have an imbalance of masculine energy and feminine energy. The women, I mean, we're, especially black men, we can be over. Like some niggas just really need a hug for real. And then like the women be like sometimes so hard, like they have so much masculine energy. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
masculine energy in our community and on this planet in general. But
Yeah.
there's an imbalance. So that's part of the problem to me. But
And I mean,
that's a whole nother conversation.
a big reason for that is why a lot of women have more of the masculine because of a lot of men
Mm,
leaving the house, the women having to take care of the children, having to push their
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth. But women, people have it construed anyway. Women are the protectors. Women are the what's that, in every species. Women are the strongest of the bunch. Now, granted, men in the male species, the men has dominated. So the fact that it'll take a longer time for the women to be able to what's that. But women have control over the mental, over the nature of being able to exist. Without a woman, you cannot be born. You know what I'm saying? So they still have a strength of how it's all about how you interpret it in your mind. So they're the vicious ones. They're the vicious ones, and that's in every species. The woman's vicious. Hell, they got species where women, after having sex with the damn thing, bite the head off
Yeah.
for the and give it to him like fuck the daddy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't necessary. He did his job. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's basically what they tried to do to stop that. But like when it comes to women, they are like and men, they both have a certain level. It's really to identify with your level of what it is, because that's why you have possessive and what is it, submissive and possessive people. You know what I'm saying? Or dominating or submissive
Mhm.
people because of the fact that of the traits of what's the name. Of course, dominating is more testosterone, and submissive is more estrogen. You know what I'm saying? You're more caring, you're more give a fuck about what's going on, and then the testosterone, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's that oomph. It's that straight cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? So the more you
Mhm.
get of that, you have a woman who has extra testosterone, which I don't really like those women like that much because I just hate women who think they're gonna beat me up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna beat me up, okay? I promise you're not gonna beat me
Yo.
up. How many times you going to the gym? Where you going at? Because if you hit me hard for real, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? If you hit me hard for real, like you punch me for real, I'm gonna forget that you're a woman. Because now I feel like you hit me like a man, so I'm not gonna beat you up like you're a man at this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my whole thing. And I don't condone people putting their hands on women, but I feel like if a woman is that strong, so where she almost knocks me off my feet, now I'm gonna have to hit this hoe. You know what I'm saying? You're just not about to just disrespect me.
Yo,
Now my jaw swollen and
bro.
shit. Wow, let me swell your jaw. Let me show you how a nigga hit for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. I know, but I also know it is women out here who could beat up some men out here because there's some men who don't have that like every man in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's women who, but just because you beat him up don't mean you can beat all of us up. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? don't think you just going to run out here and just tear up every nigga in the world. I don't think any female has that capability, even the ones who go to professional boxing and all that stuff like that. I still think that some man will beat you up. So be quiet. Don't come over here with that shit over here now. Leave me alone now. I'm trying my hardest now. Anime? Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just joking with the world. Don't sue me, y'all, and please don't say I'm what's saying. I am a masculinist. I told people that. Some female told me that's not a real word. That's what I said. How is there a feminist if there's not a masculinist? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, you can't have one all of a sudden and then the other one don't exist. That's like saying there's only good and there's no bad. You know what I'm saying? Or there's only up and there's no down. It's no way for you to have one to coexist if it's not the other one. I mean, it's the same thing as this opposite. So if a feminist is a person who fights for for female rights, then a masculinist is a person who fights for man rights. And so, well, technically that's impossible because men already have that. No, we still have to fight for our rights because y'all trying to take all the motherfuckers away from us. So we gotta still stand up for our shit too. God damn it. Yeah, I don't mind sharing, but you're not taking anything. You know what I'm saying? We could both eat a piece of this bread, but you ain't about to take my bread and go walk over here and think you about to go put some bologna on that motherfucker. I'm just gonna watch you eat it. Like, no. I want some bread too. So we're gonna cut this bitch in half. We're gonna get our own little piece of bologna and we're gonna have a half bologna sandwich. Okay? Can we get
Wait, wait, bro.
I'm just saying. But I definitely thank y'all so much for coming on to this show. I think we ran it still for a whole hour and a half. I appreciate you definitely for coming in and make your statements on stuff. Thank you, co-host, for coming in here. Y'all have any final words y'all want to say before we end this?
Well, thank you so much for having me to come on, TK. I appreciate it. And I want to make sure I can mess your name up, but you said her name. You said it was a nickname. You kind of gave her cut it
That's their
short a little
nickname.
bit. What was
You
it?
probably did.
I did. I
You
was
probably said Steve.
Steve or
Oh,
Anna. I
okay.
mean, that's
Okay. But still, definitely a pleasure meeting you. To the viewers out there, I'm Antonio Lewis Long, and I go by In the Mind of All. Please check out my channel. I just started my YouTube, so and I'm on Instagram as well, at In the Mind of All as well. So, but it was definitely a pleasure. I enjoyed it. I hope we can
oh,
chop it
I'm
up
glad.
again soon.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, and definitely, yes, please go check him out over there. You know what I'm saying? I watched one of them, and I got to know him already just from one video. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely pleasing. I would love to go in there and have some conversations. I have some stuff that I deal with people identifying with who they are itself. So I definitely return a favor and jump on your shit for you. You feel me? And I always support people. So yes, definitely y'all go check him out. It's right there. You see In the Mind of All. And yes, that in its own statement that's powerful. And when I read it and I looked at it, I said, "Oh my goodness!" I was like, "Okay." I said, "And you got a little handsome face on the little thing with it too." I was like, "That's kind of appealing." I kind of clicked. I said, "Okay, let me click on this. Okay, let me see what's going on." And then he had his graphics going. I was like, "Look at this! Yeah, this is some
Yeah,
real
bro,
shit."
I'm trying to make it happen. Trying to make and actually it's a double. I don't know if it's called the double entendre.
Mm-hmm.
So all is they're my initials, Antonio Lewis Long, but all is actually,
Oh,
but actually, in the mind of all is in the mind of all, the creator,
oh, see, that's kind
So
of
and
then
we're
that's
all,
what
crazy.
you
and I
want.
believe we're all in the mind of. for y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a triple
Ain't that
entendre.
dope?
yeah, it is. There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
a double entendre. I
Love
like
it like
No,
that. You
it's
know what I'm saying?
that's a triple, baby. That's a triple entendre
it. It's a
right
triple
there.
one. Wait,
Yeah,
what's
cause
the third one?
well, cause that third one was in the mind of all. You talking about
Hmm.
all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you took it
Oh,
all.
it is. Yeah, that's
Look at that. Look at
crazy.
that. Look at
Okay.
that. Look at that.
Mm.
Together in this thing, team.
And we coming together under you. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's triple.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like that though. Y'all definitely go check him
Mm.
out, man. He got his shit going. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that you will be on my shows again,
Oh
of course.
yeah, and I'm
Um
gonna have you. I have you on mine as well. I'm actually starting a podcast, so this this the YouTube videos is just me getting introduced to the
yeah.
platform and introducing people to me, and then I'm gonna be going forward for
Yeah.
my
Go
podcast
for
and
it.
bringing
Go
people.
for it. And
Yes,
I support everybody who supports something. Okay? That's
yeah, for sure.
definitely.
We definitely going.
We end this
I
off
need to
with
hear y'all. I need to hear y'all music
you
stuff. I need to.
I mean,
I want to hear her sing for real.
pull up. You gotta pull up because she ain't gonna sing on this
I
live.
would pull up. I would pull up, but she
Okay.
will sing in person though, right?
Yeah, she'll
Don't
sing
let me
first
make no blank trip.
at the recorder. And
Okay.
hell, we might write some good shit. All of us just come together,
Yeah, definitely.
man, and
And
definitely.
because I heard you sing just playing. I was like, oh, he can sing because people say they can sing all the time. So I'm like, okay, well, he's talking about her, so like, she got to be able to, do a little side.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. We
That's what's up.
inspire each other. So, and like I said, she got down Patty LaBelle over here. Everybody got time. Everybody got no goddamn time.
Wait.
I'll be like,
Mm.
oh, way in the water. Wait, wait. Why you up there? Get your ass right. The water ain't even right. You this is not Noah's Ark. I promise you the water ain't that high.
That's
The water is on
funny.
the ground right now. Okay, we go low.
Okay,
Shit.
okay, Patty. Okay, Patty and Barry White.
Very
Patty
white.
and Barry.
But yeah, definitely. If you want to come kick it in the studio, you're more than welcome to. Just are you fine with that? Because it is her session. So. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you come on through and stuff like that. I'm about to end it with my shit. Oh, quick. I gotta put my intro on. But thank you so much for coming in once again.
Yes, definitely real. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I know that you are my friend. We can be the
Hey, we
best
can be
even
the
at
best
bad
even at
times.
bad
I
time.
miss you,
I miss
you
you.
miss
You
me.
miss
Oh my
me.
gosh,
Oh my
all my
gosh.
friends,
All my friends.
all my
Hey,
friends,
all my
all my
friends.
friends,
All my
yeah,
friends.
all
All
my
my friends. I
friends,
wanna
all my
thank
friends,
all my
yeah.
friends and
I
everybody
miss
who
you,
likes
you
my
miss me.
page and
Oh my
everybody
gosh, all my
watching on
friends.
the day. And I've been like, whoa, yeah, hey,
I
hey,
know that you
hey.
are my friend.
Thank
We
y'all so
can be
much.
the best even at bad times.
Please
I
go
miss
subscribe,
you,
please like, please
you
love,
miss
please
me.
follow, please
Oh
come
my
on,
gosh,
and
all my
please
friends,
be my friend so
all
you
my
can get on my
friends,
show.
all my friends,
All my
yeah,
friends,
all my
yeah.
friends,
All my
all my
friends,
friends,
all my
yeah.
friends,
I
yeah.
miss
I
you,
miss
you
you
miss
and you
me.
miss
Oh my
me.
gosh,
Oh my
all my
gosh,
friends.
all my friends.